So the question is asked, what about my family? How's everybody in the house taking it? This is definitely a journey for the entire family. I have been very open with disclosing information to my children, but I have been careful. I let them know what they need to know. I don't let them know about the nights when my body's racking in pain. I don't let them know about the scary times when I just don't feel like I can go on. I don't let them know about being fearful about closing my eyes because I'm not sure that I'm going to open them in the morning. Those kinds of things, I think that those are my fears, and I don't want to put them on my children. I want to keep them optimistic, and I want to keep them positive. As for my husband, he sees it all, so he knows it all. He's with me with every doctor's appointment. I'm so thankful for his job because they let him take off. He took off the entire month of November and part of December so that he could be with me throughout the surgery. He's gone with me every doctor's appointment, every consultation, every chemotherapy session, everything that I've had to go through. He's been there with me, with the exception of one physical therapy session, and I've gone to Raleigh to do a couple labs. I think 2 or 3 labs that he didn't go with me to. But beyond that, he's been with me to every appointment. He is exhausted. He will never admit it, but he's exhausted. But he has been a rock. He has been unbelievable. In the middle of the night, because I don't wake him, if I'm having a moment in the middle of the night, I don't wake him. I just try to deal with it. But he's found me, laying on the floor, and he's awakened to like, oh my gosh, why do you wake me? And I don't want to, I just feel like I don't want to bother him anymore. Although I know he doesn't consider me a bother, or at least he says he doesn't consider me a bother. I just feel like it's just so much. He'll get up with me in the middle of the night. He cooks all the meals. For all of November, all of December, and most of January, he's cooked every single meal. Everyone's offered to bring meals, and he doesn't allow it. He wants to cook. He wants to do everything for me. He's provided for me. He's had to bathe me sometimes. It's just been that bad on occasion. He has done everything, and so he has been amazing. My children sometimes I've been isolated. I mean, I've had to be in the room where I haven't been able to have them even come in the room with me because of my white blood cell count being so low. And they seem to be okay. We have to talk over the phone or text or what have you, which is kind of not good, or through the door, which is not good, but they seem to be doing okay. No one's grades are suffering. Everyone seems to remain optimistic. I've been talking to them and just keeping them, I'm really silly, so I always say dumb stuff to them and just, kind of keep them thinking that mommy's okay, and keeping them, giggling and laughing and joking and that kind of thing. Only it was not until very recently have I even disclosed any of the seriousness of, like how I've been feeling. And that's when one of my boys was doing something that he wasn't supposed to, my oldest. And I was just like, look, you know, you cannot be cutting up and acting foolish because this is the real. And he was just like, oh my goodness, Mommy, you didn't have to tell me. I mean, you should have told me. And I was like, no, I only need to reveal what I need to reveal. But you got to get yourself together and stop acting like a clown. He's 18. And so, you know, I had to give him some real insight on what was going on. And look, you can't be acting like a clown and making things more difficult than what they should be. Anywho. My Micah, who is the next in line, my baby just turned 17. Did he just turn 17? Yeah, wait, did Micah just turn 17? How old did he just turn? What year is this? It's 2000. Yeah, he just turned 17. He's been doing good. He's the quiet one, so he doesn't really say a whole lot. Not really emotional, doesn't say a whole lot about him. But he's been doing really well. I don't see him sometimes because I go to bed. You know, if he goes to work, I don't see him when he comes home from work. I'm in the bed. But he's been doing well. Everybody's been doing really, really well. I think Samaya, she's the baby girl. She feels it the most because she's the girl, and she and I were... She's my ace, boom coon. She's my road dog. She's the person I hang out with. We have girls' night every Friday night, and we haven't been having that. So she feels it the most, but she seems to be really resilient. She's been doing really well. We talk all the time, and so everything's been going reasonably well, I believe. So that's that. I think if you have questions, just like Demi did, just ask and I'll post.